So the first thing that you'll need is to create a TypeScript project where we will be installing first all dependencies, which the first one is, of course, the Solana web3.js library. You can check these requirements down below in the description, by the way. The link will be there. So we can go back to our file. We can run npmi Solana web3.js and our pari-mutuel SDK library as well. So put that in there. In the meantime, if you want to learn a little bit more about how pari-mutuel works or how the SDK works, all the functions that work in here, you can come here to docs. You can learn more about it over here in the market protocols. You can learn more about pari-mutuels and how it works over here. They have a very nice overview. Also, you should learn a lot about the SAM automated market maker. I recommend you that. And let's go back and let's see. All right, now that's done, we can get started. All right, so let's first import our dependencies to our file. So we're going to import everything as web3. We're going to call it web3, and it's going to be from the Solana library. So Solana.js. And then we're going to do the same thing here for the pari-mutuel SDK. As we'll just call it SDK, PSDK from here network pari-mutuel SDK. Nice. All right, so a few things here. We're going to set up some variables so that we can use them in our code. So let's get this started. As we can see here, we can start with our configs from the Web3 that from the Solana Web3 library. We're going to need first our cluster API, and we're going to need a connection to be able to use the pari-mutuel Web3 class, and from there we can use all our methods to get the data that we want. And yeah, let's get that here set up. So first const, we're going to do RPC. It's going to be cluster API. Sorry, Web3 cluster API URL, and it's going to be devnet. And then we're going to do a connection, const connection new Web3 that connection, and we're going to pass in first our RPC, and then we're going to pass in our which confirmation we want. We want it to be confirmed. Which status of confirmation we want from it, the connection. Anyways, now we got to set up our settings for the which market or which network we're going to be using right here. Since we're using devnet, we're going to use the USDC devnet network for pari-mutuels so that we can work with those markets first. So to do that, all we have to do really is just first set up a variable. We're going to call this config equals, and from here we can just do psdk dot, and we're going to have here dev config. There we go. All right, now let's set up our pari-mutuel Web3 class instance. So just do const pari-mutuel Web3. We're going to first pass in our config. So we're going to do config, and then we're going to pass in our connection. All right, now we got set up that. Let's keep going.